I think people already know what game this is, so... Really gonna go through the long, slow intro. Hi. Dear salutations, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Excuse me. You always know it's going to be a quality live stream when it starts with a burp. Can I now restore my game or resume? Ding ding dong. There she be. Restore complete. Do we need to do the copy protection? No, we don't. Good. Good to know that it is not needed. So we left off at... yeah, Christine went with the Phantom into the catacombs, I guess. And she returned just 5 minutes before performance. And now we're ready to go and get our ticket to go see the said performance. Right. Hey there, Specky. So let's go get our ticket and see what this show is all about. And I already have forgotten about that annoying sound effect. Great. No, they said, she said that it's a free ticket and that we just need to go and get it from the booth. We don't need to pay for nothing. May I help you, monsieur? Do you have a ticket for Raoul de Chagny? Oui, monsieur. Here it is. Miss Dae left it just a few minutes ago. Yay, we get our ticket. An envelope. The envelope reads, Raoul de Chagny. It is written in Christine's hand. So it's just a picture of her hand in different formation to be a sign language? Right, now we're gonna learn sign language. So let's open it then. Inside the envelope you find a piece of paper and a ticket. So what does this piece of paper say then? I am in danger, please meet me backstage after the performance tonight, Christine. Well, at least she recognizes that she is in danger. Ticket reads, admit 1, box 9. Okay, so we get a box. Good. So I guess I need to go to the loge corridor to get to the boxes. Let's go. We have a performance to watch. Would it be a big surprise if now would be the night when the Phantom decides to, you know, let the chandelier fall on all the people? It would be such a big surprise if it happened. This gentleman, obviously an usher for the opera, appears to be in his early 20s. Quite the description of the man. Do you have a ticket, monsieur? Yes. Oh, this is for box 9. Please go through the north door and you'll find your box there. It suddenly turned into German at the end there. You will find your box there. Jawohl. My accents are going all over the place. Can we talk to her one more time? Or does she still not have anything new to say? Excuse me, monsieur, do you have a ticket? Yes. Very good, monsieur. Box 9. I shall unlock the door. You better. I have a great performance to go and watch. Hopefully it's a good performance. Enjoy the performance, monsieur. Thanks. Why does every door have to be so freaking rusty? Ugh. The seats all look quite comfortable, covered in plush red velvet, and it's one and the same text. Is there going to be singing in this at all, or is it just instrumental? I'm assuming it's instrumental because there are no speeches in this version. Well, then again, they could surprise. Yeah, no singing. But you should be there go, baby, baby, boy, baby, boy. I'm just imagining everybody's talking, because I don't have the speeches on, everybody's talking goblin style. He's really theatrical. 1 hour later.
Well, the house has been cleared. The scenery has been struck. We can investigate this more thoroughly without panic-stricken audience on our hands.
Has backstage been thoroughly searched?
Only perfunctorily. The stage manager sends everyone home. You might want to take a look yourself.
They obviously went through the trap door.
Yes, it was no magic trick. I wonder what Jacques has to say. Well, I have not seen Jacques. Perhaps you should seek him out.
What should I do now, Monsieur Richard?
I fear for Christine's life. That monster is capable of anything. We must find her. I shall go deal with the police at the station. Search for her, Raoul. She loves you. See what you can find backstage. Good luck, Raoul. Adieu.
Adieu to you too. Do we see any other people around here? It would be lovely to see Degas again, because he is such a not the creep at all kind of a person. Mezzo! Hey there! How's it going? I noticed that you weren't doing a live stream today. Too tired? Or just something else? That's a nice emoji there. MWF for you only. MWF? I have no idea about abbreviations, Mezzo, so I only know a few, but that's a friend of yours. He always wanted to be an emote. You made his dream come true. You had no idea that painter was based on a real person. You have never heard of Degas? It's one of the greatest. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for only. Ah, okay, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, I gotta keep that in mind. Ah! And some Saturdays, okay. Oh. Jacques! No! Jacques' neck is broken. The Phantom has committed murder! Can we talk to him? Jacques can't hear you. He's dead! Well, this appears to be some kind of skeleton key. Perhaps the Phantom dropped it during the execution of his plot to abduct Christine. Now we can go through the secret entrance in the column. This appears to be an antique key of some kind. Needless to say, it epitomizes the term skeleton key. Yeah, because I don't know why everybody always depicts that when it is a skeleton key, there has to be a skull or something on it. Signify that it is a skeleton key. You checked out his paintings and he certainly seems to heavily focus on young ballerinas. Yeah, he's known for that. I don't know why they decided to make him a creep in this game. Maybe it was just a kind of a joke? I don't know. Now that I think about it, I should go back and check out the backstage. Sorry about all the door noises. Ugh. It's as painful to me as it is to you. So let's pull the lever and see if we can find something. No, not gonna pull it. Up and away! Still don't know why the sound designer decided to put the like freaking drum sounds for this area. I mean, it kind of has the echoey sound to it, so maybe that was the reason, but it's still drum sounds. It doesn't even sound closely that you're walking on wooden panels. I doubt there is anything here. Anything worth for us to find. I think the key was the only thing that we needed from here. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Just called your mom on the phone and we finally started the process of resolving a conflict that has been frustrating you for literally decades. It's good. Oh. All I really want to do is just jump into the game with a bottle of lubrication to put in all of those freaking door hinges. Let's go. There, they're oiled. I'm so glad you're not wearing headphones. I'm so glad I'm not wearing them either. Oh wait, I am. I'm dying. Any blood coming out of the headphones yet? After yesterday, you would think that my ears would be bleeding already. You're using speakers that still cringe every time. Well, it's easy because it's such a loud, annoying sound. I hope we don't have that many doors to go through. Good job, Gabriel. I hope the process of resolving things works out for you. Me too. I hope so too. This is what everybody will be like once you resolve those things. Everybody will be just whee! A dangling slime ball. There. Okay, so unlock this. The panel is now unlocked. I mean, that bad? If you want to torture somebody, they take that sound effect and play it repeatedly in their ears at max volume. They will tell you everything. You feel somewhat claustrophobic as you find yourself enclosed in a narrow passageway. So this is how the Phantom gets around. You're amazed by the ingenuity of the hollow column. It apparently provides access to 3 levels. This Phantom is very clever indeed. Well, let's go to the upper level first. I'm just curious where it leads to. The door is locked and your skeleton key doesn't seem to fit it. Never mind then. To the lower level we go. And we end up in the catacombs. The vast underground lake looks murky and cold. It smells too. You realize it must be part of Paris' sewage system. Well, duh. You're amazed that this piece of architecture stretches all the way up into the theater. So this is how the Phantom gets around. The stonework floor here was crudely built. It must be centuries old. You feel as if you've entered another time and place. Again, I guess? This stone archway will take you into the unknown. The stone walls down here look as if they've been here for centuries, long before the opera house was built. Well, let's see what is beyond the unknown. It's much too dark in here, or in there. You need some kind of illumination. Oh, good thing we have the lantern. Turn it on. The lantern now illuminates your immediate surroundings. Save your game here.
Well, if somebody says that, I have to obey.
To the Save. Alright,
to the unknown.
Oh, how romantic. A smelly lake underground, very romantic. The Phantom really does get around, if you know what I'm saying. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more. You wonder how many layers of brick make up these walls. So we are now in the maze. Gabriel, it's your favorite. A maze. That Phantom sure knows how to create a romantic atmosphere with the smell of rotting turds soaked in piss. Me. He's got style. Beyond the archway, you see nothing but darkness. Can I attack it with a magic missile? This archway was blocked off centuries ago. There is no way through. Good thing that I had you pick the easy setting. Who knows how long this would have been. With the stone floor is cold and damp. You marvel that the area has survived the ages. And apparently water droplets in this area sound like freaking coins. The stones in the wall look cold and damp. They must be centuries old. I wonder if this place is centuries old. I can't tell. But it might be worth mapping this out. Or not, because it seems like I have appeared... Apparently I have arrived somewhere unusual. I wonder how many layers of brick make these walls. Do I have anything to break that open with? It certainly looks like something I could open. Push the exposed brick. You quickly realize that it will get you anywhere. Nowhere, no how. At times like these, you should stop, take a deep breath, then try again. Okay. We're moving forwards. You suspect that in challenge mode, those bricked over passages would all be open, which would have made this maze harder, probably. Not particularly a Ronin lover, you are thankful that the nest is empty. Some poor skeleton must be running around without its head. Ha 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 ha. I wonder if we actually find the skeleton. That will be funnier. Tink. Yep, I did. Just before we entered, I saved. I'm just going by hunch. Letting my maze instinct kick in. And who knows? Maybe we will find the way. Maybe we are going the right way. You never know. Are they your amazing instincts? Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man has his Spidey sense. I have my video game sense. Hey there, Turkin. Now we are in a bigger room. Are we? At least it's different. Curiouser and curiouser. Actually, let's just continue east. There's another rat nest. At least this is not like in Conquest for Camelot. Because if this was like Conquest for Camelot, we'd be dead already. How peculiar. Condensation has formed on the ceiling of this particular room, resulting in the small puddle on the floor. So that means that there's a lake or a river above us. Pretty much straight above. Oops, there was text. But I skipped it by accident. That sounds more annoying than you let on. You mean the maze in Conquest for Camelot? Man. No, how Turrican said, I can't complain, everything is as normal. That doesn't sound annoying to me. It sounds like everything's good. Everything's normal. Nothing to complain about. Well, my instincts have been correct. Now we're in a dead end. It's the finest specimen of blocked archway you've seen today. Or all day. As you examine the blocked archway more closely, you realize that it is little more than a blocked archway. Ew. And now you say it's this finest specimen of a blocked archway. Your old criminology instructor would be very pleased at your attention to detail, but even the blocked archway is pretty insignificant. Somebody catch that trumpet that flew away? Apparently. The blocked archway is not made for pushing. Is it made for pulling then? Not made for pulling. Talking to. The conversation would be decidedly one-sided. Can we open it? The blocked archway does not open. You manage to shrug off, feeling foolish. Can we throw it? At the other door. You cannot throw what you do not have. Okay. I get the feeling, even though that we chose the easy setting for the game, this maze is not going to be easy at all. There was a grate there, but I missed it. Damn. Actually, let's go this way. We have never gone down. Same room. Great. Just what I wanted to see. I am stubborn. I will not take a grid cartographer out. I will not open the... Stones in the wall look cold and damp. Good for you. Hey, we made it somewhere. Haha. My stubbornness has worked. The water looks murky and cold. You wouldn't want to fall in it. Oh, it's full of shit anyway. We didn't get anywhere. If I come here one day and say that everything is not as normal, then it could be several things. One of the things could be if someone had stolen all my Amiga stuff. Well, that would be extremely bad. Should I just load the game and then map out the place? Feels like that's actually a better option right now. Almost looks like it would be something different, but apparently it's not. Oh, now we're on the other side. Okay. Maybe we really are making progress now. Maybe. You peer into the grate on the floor and see only darkness. Now can I attack it with a magic missile? Yeah, it's a hole, but we can't do anything with it. A piece of stone is missing from the floor. Okay. So I presume that you live in a pleasant, well-ordered life where normalcy... Hey! We made it! We're here. This unfortunate fellow appears to have gotten lost some time ago. He is wearing clothes of a few decades out of date. Your old criminology instructor would please have been... But that is a very specific door, you dumbass. It's the only darkness. Or maybe if you see only darkness means your hood is down. The sword must have belonged to the unlucky adventurer. You wonder if it might be useful. Well, thinking that we are going to be saving our lady love, I think the sword would be very useful for us right now. And a grid cartographer, I don't need you, so I can close you. Well done, you made it! This maze went better than expected, yeah? This is an antique sword, probably dating back to the early 1800s. So were you a conquistador or something? This panel contains rows of unusual toggle switches. The panel is made of 26 little toggle switches with skulls on the tips. I'm gonna say before I even touch those things. Not toggle switches, toggle switches. So... let's try one. C. C3PO. So that is... so, oh yeah, so it's the alphabet. Right. Now I remember. I can't push it back up. I guess it resets if I do this. So we have to type in something that is personal to the Phantom. F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. I'm gonna try his own name first. F, G, H, I. All too easy. I'm sure with the challenging setting, it would have been something like a Christine or a Phantom or something else. You have never seen a cobweb this big before. It is so huge and thick that you can't begin to tear through it with your bare hands. You thank your lucky stars that the spider who made it is not around. Yeah. We're a killer now. We destroy that spider web. The password is the same for challenging mode. So the hint that we got earlier where she said that it must be something personal to the Phantom, like his name, Eric, was the solution. The floor is made of cold, hard stones. Thought it was emeralds. The ceiling is a bit higher here than in the catacombs, relieving the bit of claustrophobia you experienced earlier. The current is flowing west, most likely back to the first junction you came to before entering the catacombs. The presence of a torch indicates to you that there is some sign of life nearby. The door is an entrance to some kind of an abode. The ancient walls support the city above, but you now have no idea where you are in relation to the opera house. The walls here are smooth and cold. Can we take the torch? The torch is permanently attached to the wall and cannot be taken. Gotcha. The door is locked from the inside. Ah. Yeah. Sorry. Apart from the uneasiness you feel in this strange room, you begin to feel the floor getting warm. Not to mention the door disappeared. Oh, we gotta make a piano. Yeah, I'm sure it said that it's getting warmer in here. I get time to read. The trapdoor is closed. The floor is some kind of metal substance which acts as a conduit for some heating coils beneath the surface. It is becoming hotter and hotter. So it's a sauna. that didn't do it. I actually like slide puzzles myself. I really enjoy them. A lot of people, for some reason, hate them, but I actually do like slide puzzles. Used to do a lot of them as a kid. That's not it. If you see them in a game, it's instant rage quit for you. Well, if I see them, I'm like, okay, it's a challenge. I'll do it. There it is. The floor is very hot now. You find it difficult to breathe. You will not be able to withstand this torture much longer. Don't worry. We're almost out of here. Yeah, I think it just said that it's now open. Attach to the rope. Grapple. You successfully attached the cable hook to the rope. After a quick tug to test its strength, you are confident that the device just might be useful as a grappling hook. Whee! Now go! Whew! Hey there, Jup and Weasel. Ah. This is his lair. Definitely.
Yes, who is it? Is someone there?
No.
Yes, who is it? Is someone there? Help me!
Don't worry, Santa Claus is here. Ho, ho, ho.
It is I, Raoul.
Oh, Raoul, SpiderMwa, help me. That monster may return at any moment.
The door is locked. Where is the key?
Raoul, don't leave me here, please. The lock is somehow controlled by the organ.
Great. He's got great designs in here. Reminds me of anything made by H.R. Giger. Do you remember looking at a walkthrough for some action puzzle game? In easy mode, you just read the numbers on the covers. In hard, you had to thoroughly know the works of Shakespeare. Talk about evil. Batman couldn't have made that hook connect any better. Actually, he could have. Despite the fact that the chair looks like it's made of human skin and bones, it actually appears comfortable. The walls are made of a material which you cannot identify. There are ridges which resemble an animal's ribcage. You realize they are meant to be shelves. The surface of the wall appears cold and slightly damp. This large stone door must lead to the Phantom's sleeping quarters. This large stone door must be to the exit from this wretched place. The dominating feature of the room is a pipe organ unlike any you have ever seen. It appears to be made from the bones of human skeletons, repainted and rebuilt to form what is literally an organ from hell. The 88 pipes extend to the ceiling, and the full-size keyboard was obviously handmade from other skeletal parts. As something of a musician yourself, you feel an urge to sit at the organ and play something, if only to hear what the unearthly thing sounds like. Hey there, Diesel. The table is functional and appears to be made of bone-like material. Anything else that we can look at here? Music score. It is covered with musical notes. You might need to take it to get a better look. Okay, let's take it. The score is a thick stack of staff paper with musical notes written all over the pages. At the top is the title, Don Juan Triumphant. And that's the that's the play that they decided to show in the future. I think that is the catalyst for the whole thing. That started this whole endeavor, that they decided to do this. To play this god-awfully thing. And that's what angered the spirit of the Phantom of the Opera. You see 4 pieces of sheet music on top of the organ. Since you took piano lessons as a child, you can just barely sight read the music. Which piece do you wish to attempt? Well, he did. Well, I remember somebody said that his favorite was Bach's Toccata and Fugue in a D minor. Pipe organ is one of your favorite instruments, but I think one made from bones is crossing the line a bit even for me. This could be the ultimate in being green by using every part of the animal, but this is on its own level for sure. So why did he write it if he didn't want it performing? I don't know. I guess he didn't give the approval of it because I guess it wasn't finished yet or something? I don't know. Maybe he's embarrassed of it? I don't know. Well, let's play the Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Yeah, you just barely sight read the music. Yeah, you'll be able to play this for sure. So it sounds like bells. Okay. Oh look, the door is open. You can stop playing now. You can stop playing now. That sure is classic. Everybody uses that everywhere. Toccata and Fugue in D minor is one of the most used classical pieces in movies and stuff.
Raoul, help me, I'm in here.
What the hell is this? But this is really like from Darkseid now. Is Phantom one of the aliens of Darkseid? This is just getting bizarre.
Christine! My lord, Christine! What is this? Some kind of coffin? I will find a way to get you out. Don't worry, darling.
The sarcophagus is covered by a transparent lid. The large sarcophagus is obviously the Phantom's bed. It is lined inside with red velvet. Beneath the transparent lid you can see Christine, terrified but unharmed. The floor here is textured and has ridges, almost as if you were walking across a sea of bones. The skull seems to be attached to some kind of spring. You sure know it well from Gyrus. It's an amazing classical piece. It stereotypically goes hand in hand with the Castle Thunder. Yeah, it does. Toccata Fugue in D minor and Moonlight Sonata should fight in the McDonald's parking lot to use the ultimate generic classic music piece, yeah. Those two are the most used, yeah. The totem pole, for lack of a better description, is completely incomprehensible to you. What kind of madman would erect such a hideous artifact in his own bedroom? What does it mean? And that heart in the middle. It can't be real, yet it appears as if it is filled with blood. You feel the bile begin to rise in your throat until you manage to force yourself to calm down. Yes, you think you are truly dealing with a madman. Nice skull face. The front of the sarcophagus consists of a huge skull face. As you peer into the orifices, you notice a keyhole inside the nose. Okay, let's make a save here just to be safe. As is Bachelbel's canon indeed. Yeah, that is another classical piece that is used often. Sarcophagus. So can we unlock it with the key? The sarcophagus is now unlocked. You realize that the sarcophagus is opened mechanically. You need to find the device in which operates the hydraulic lid. I guess that's the skull then. No? The pole is part of some sort of hydraulic lift for the lid of the sarcophagus. Well, I didn't!
Raoul!
I can't believe I actually did it by accident. I was thinking that there must be some kind of a sequence to them, and then I just decided, okay, I'll just push them and see what happens. What's that red liquid? Is the machine sucking her blood or injecting it into her? No, it's just... that's velvet inside there, but that is just a heart full of blood. Considering the stories you were expecting, the Phantom of the Opera is there, inside my mind. What has happened to you? What has he done?
It is all clear to me now. The Angel of Music was Eric the Opera Ghost. He spoke to me through my dressing room mirror. Earlier today, he must have somehow put me in a trance. I followed him through the mirror to this place.
I knew that mirror was a fake.
You're right. It opens, but only he can do it. There is a secret passage from my dressing room down to the catacombs. He assured me that no one can open it but him.
How did he put you in a trance?
It was with music. His voice. A violin. I was convinced he was the Angel of Music sent by my father. He has powers of suggestion that are impossible to resist.
What happened after you followed him here?
He placed me on a boat and he rowed here. At first he was unusually kind, almost vulnerable. He played some of his opera for me. He professed his love for me.
No. And then what?
He gave me this ring. He declared that I was now his bride. Here, you take it. I don't want it.
Great, thanks. Giving me the cursed ring. The ring is a small, solid gold band. But is there writing inside there? Could be. You'll sing it for me. Thanks, Mezzo. Thank you. It's a Phantom of the Opera, or something. I don't remember exactly how the song goes, but I do like the songs from the play.
But I don't want to be his bride either.
Yeah, that's what Raoul should have said.
It was shortly after this that I was able to unmask him.
How did you unmask him?
He was playing the organ. I slowly crept behind him and grabbed it.
Like she does in the movie.
It made him furious.
Like it does in the movie.
I thought he was going to kill me.
He almost did in the movie.
What did he look like?
He's death personified. The poor wretched creature has the face of a corpse. It is horrible.
You had to Google it for that quote. Quite a lot of lyrics there. Yep. You look inside the ring and discover very small writing on it. Looking closer, you can make out a few words. Never gonna give you up and never gonna let you down. Never gonna let you down. Then I'm gonna run around and desert you. Music of the Night is another great song from that play. It has a lot of good songs in it.
But he didn't hurt you.
No, he became like a pathetic little child. He cried that now I would never love it. Now I would never love him. So I tricked him.
How did you trick him?
I told him I would love him because he was so kind to have taught me his music. It was because of him that I am singing the lead in the opera. I begged him to let me return to perform in my leading debut. I promised to return here after the performance.
But apparently it didn't work.
Eric must have known you and I were going to meet after the opera, so he abducted me from the stage.
Where is the Phantom now?
He said he was going to get us some food. He should be back any minute. We must make haste. If he finds you here, he will surely kill you.
No time to talk, love. Let's run.
And then they play the cartoony winding up sound, and they start to run. Beep beep. Your streams are never a Rickroll. True, but I like the song. I like the song a lot. Never gonna give you up. You've still not seen Cats despite how much you love the song Memory. I have never seen Cats either, and I do like the song Memory as well. Weird, isn't it? Dare I ask what kind of food it is? Probably some strawberry tart with a little bit of rat in it. And don't call me Shirley. It is a good song. No idea where that meme came from. You mean the Rickroll meme? No, it just came from the song. It's just somebody decided that it's a good way of trolling people. And it stuck. That's how memes start and never end.
You're right. Make haste. I shall follow you.
Yes, make haste. Slowly walk. And you were supposed to follow me, not the other way around. Take your time. No hurry. That walking cycle reminds me of another game, now that I think about it. The way they walk. Can't remember what game. Might be Dark Seed.
Raoul, it's him!
You! How dare you trespass here?
I dare because,
I demand you let us go. Christine is my bride forever. She can never leave. As for you, I shall send you to your maker.
Holy crap, he can actually use magic. Yeah, he didn't bring any food. I thought you were gonna bring food.
Duh.
What happened to him?
He appears to have vanished.
All the better for us. Quickly, let us run.
You mean walk slowly? A strawberry tart topped with raw human liver and some famba beans. Run casually. Hey Chief, try to look natural. I mean, casual. Will somebody tell the trumpet player to learn how to play the trumpet? You don't just play it. Maybe it's the sax man from Lonely Island. If it is, awesome. It appears to be some kind of pole. No, it says it's an oar. That means it's a paddle. You better take it. Deep. This is a standard oar, useful for steering a boat or gondola. And an oar is a paddle, That is the stick that they use to steer a boat or a gondola, more likely. But it doesn't. I don't remember if it's called an oar. Maybe they're a beginner who is practicing. And somebody heard it and decided, hey, I'll write those notes down. They'll make a suspenseful music. Now you have to look that up. Yeah, please do. If it is called an oar, when it's just a stick. Leave little Timmy alone. They're giving him 10 whole cents to play the trumpet. Well, I'm sorry, little Timmy. You're doing great.
Oh, shouldn't we get out of here? Please, I'm frightened. Let's go. I won't feel safe until we're out of Paris.
Alright, let's go. Because all standard oars have a skull for a topper. Yep, perfectly normal. Yep, yep. That's more like a pike for a shrunken head. Then I will stride through the golden gates of hell. Carry your head on a pike. Stride. Alright, then roll. Roll through the gates of hell. Must you take the fun out of everything? The boat is similar to a gondola and is obviously handmade. Christine looks a bit disheveled and frightened, but appears to be alright. It's not a stick, it's a very long oar with a long thin paddle at the other end. Ah, so that it has been clarified, so it is an oar. Thank you. The Phantom is nothing if not committed to his aesthetic. So, did I just play the game through?
I never told you why I wanted you to meet me after the opera.
O sole mio, o sodomia.
I knew Eric would come for me eventually.
An oar with a Maria at the top, apparently. Yep. Somebody got the reference.
So I thought we should run away together. Far away.
Christine, there's something about me that you don't know. I'm from the future.
Shh, darling. Never mind. Let's not talk now.
Yeah, because we don't know where the Phantom is. I mean...
The silence here is comforting.
Well, the story is not following the original story completely, because after Raoul saved Christine, the stage people and the citizens of Paris would come together and become a big mob to go after the Phantom, and then they chased him down into the river, and apparently he would just drown in there. At least that's what I remember in the movie going, but I don't know if it went in the original story. Yeah, unfortunately, the smell isn't comforting. Yeah.
Raoul, shouldn't we get a... Okay, you're not listening to me anymore, okay. I see how it's going. Bastard.
Oh, look.
What? They really used the
Sound effect? That's a freaking cartoon sound effect. I've heard that in music. In some of the silly, funny games. Did you go into the fly loft? I would assume that he would go up there. Does this game have any digital sound effects? Maybe if I had been able to get the Roland MT to work, maybe then the sound effects would have been better. Didn't the bunnies in Full Throttle use that sound too? Probably, I'm not too sure. Raoul really needs to carry a revolver. I've got a sword, bitch. That's good enough for us. We're a man. Notice that the cable is a bit frayed. It might not withstand too much strain. But you throw caution to the wind and proceed. Christine is in the hands of that mad man. Did it have a Sound Blaster, sound effects, and ad-lib music setting? Yep.
Stay back, fool!
Raoul, help me!
Unhand her, fiend!
Should have known that he would say that.
I shall tend to her later. But you, monsieur, you have meddled in my affairs for the last time.
Prepare to die, Phantom. I am a mighty pirate.
Dink, 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 dink.
Well, there goes the sword. Climb, Christine, climb! Ooh. Push game. Yeah, punch him. Unmask him. He's a... You fool! Now we'll both die! He's a freaking Terminator or something? What? If that's supposed to be like half a skull face, they did a bad job on it. Maybe a lot.
Raoul, Monsieur Montan. Oh, look, Monsieur Brie, his eyes are opening.
Dieu merci, thank goodness. Raoul, are you alright? Where am I?
You're in the Opera Library. You've had a bad fall, Monsieur Montan.
Who are you?
Why, I'm Christine Florent. We met earlier, don't you remember? You poor man. Perhaps we should call the doctor.
What year is this?
What year? This is worse than I thought. Why, it's 1993, just as it was when you fell from the catwalk.
Oh well, let me sleep.
We will, but first we must make sure you are alright.
Christine Florent? I thought you were dead.
What? No, monsieur, my body is quite warm and alive. I'm afraid you really must see the doctor.
But you were strangled by the Phantom.
The Phantom? My dear boy, you're delirious.
I realize that many of my boyfriends don't come around much anymore, but I wouldn't call any of them phantoms.
You must be Christine Daae reincarnated or something.
Christine Daae? Wasn't she...
She was the Phantom of the Opera's object of desire. A singer with the opera 100 years ago.
You must rest, Raoul. Why don't I go and fetch the doctor?
Please do, Christine.
Take care. I'll be back.
I didn't fall from the catwalk. The Phantom pushed me.
The Phantom, eh? My dear boy, we haven't had the Phantom here in over 100 years. I think your reading that book has put too many images in your head.
Well, who caused the chandelier tragedy?
What chandelier tragedy? The chandelier fell on the audience earlier tonight.
My dear boy, that pop on the head really has done a number on you. The chandelier is hanging from the ceiling where it has always hung for 100 years.
You haven't had any notes from the Phantom?
Notes? No, I have no notes from any phantom. You are imagining things, Raoul. Why don't you rest until the doctor comes?
But he was here. I have his mask and... where are they?
My dear Raoul, you are mistaken. Those items have been locked in that glass case for a century. Look.
You glance over to the glass case and see that it is whole. Inside you can see the Phantom's mask, a small golden wedding ring, and a stack of sheet music entitled Don Juan Triumphant. So wait, because he killed the Phantom in the past, the negative effects in the future now never happened. Apparently so. So this was like Back to the Future Phantom of the Opera. Go away, leave me alone.
Very well. You rest. Christine will be back with the doctor soon.
You are perplexed. Was it a dream? It couldn't have been. It was too real. Wait, what about the Madame Giry's book? You decide to check on what the book says about the Phantom's demise. Now the boss looks like it has a mask on. It's like an owl. Or an eagle with a mask. You quickly turn to the last paragraph, which reads... Eric, the Phantom of the Opera, met his death along with the brave Raoul de Chagny in 1881, when the chandelier upon which the two men were fighting fell from the ceiling. Monsieur de Chagny was given a hero's burial, while the Phantom was buried in an unmarked pauper's grave. But the artifacts were kept in the opera library for safekeeping. I do believe that the world has heard the last of Eric, the Phantom of the Opera. You have to wonder what butterfly effects that would cause. For all we know, changing things like that caused World War III or something. Apparently it just fixed everything here, nothing happened. There was no chandelier accident and no Phantom and such. The ending has changed. You quickly thumb through the book once again to make sure. What kind of trick have the forces of destiny played on you? You realize now that you somehow managed to save the life of not only Christine Daae, but Christine Florent. And as for the Phantom, he is gone forever. ... Or is he? Lame. There's no such thing as chance, and what to us seems merest accident springs from the deepest source of destiny. Johann Christoph Friedrich von Schiller, 1759-1805. You have achieved a score of 150 out of 150. That gives you the rank of director. Woo! Full points. I wonder if there is even a possibility of missing something. Probably if you don't pick up all the items or such. Raoul takes a step outside and discovers that killing the Phantom caused France to lose World War I. You were so disappointed with this ending back in the day, ended way too quick. I'm disappointed about the ending that is stupid. I mean, that or is he thing, it's just... Could have left that out because it's so lame and so predictable. I even said it before it happened that yeah, it's gonna come out like, or is he? Because that's just lame, stupid. Otherwise, the game was just fine. I mean, the puzzles weren't too difficult, and the atmosphere was good. I like the art style. The graphics and everything, the rotoscoping was great, but the story itself was just so weird. I mean, time-traveling Phantom of the Opera, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed with it. I mean, they could have kept it in the future. That the Phantom has returned, or has he? There would have been a lot more mystery in that. That it would have been like reincarnated Phantom, or somebody copycatting the Phantom in some ways. There would have been so much more mystery and thriller. They could have added more characters into it and made it so much better in, you know, in that way. But they decided to go, it's a time travel, you go into the past and it's the real Phantom of the Opera. It's like, okay, there's no real intrigue or any mystery in this, because if you have seen the play, or if you have seen the movies, or if you have read the book, you know how this goes. So the Phantom of the Opera is just the Phantom of the Opera. But they decided to go with, who was the Phantom of the Opera? Funny. The Phantom of the Opera stunt double. Nice. But yeah, it was just lame, in my opinion, the whole story. Didn't have really any suspense to it, because when you know the story of Phantom of the Opera, there's no suspense in this. Pretty much. They should have just kept it in the future. It would have made a lot better game. Because it is called The Return of the Phantom. The Return of the Phantom of the Opera. But instead you go into the past and you deal with the real Phantom of the Opera. And it's not a return. You go back to the Phantom of the Opera. You know, like Back to the Future, where you go into the past. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with the game in that aspect, that the story could have been so much better. But they decided to not do it. Every B-grade flick that wants sequels will go that route. Needed more puzzles and fetch quests? Well, not really fetch quests, but a little bit more puzzles. The marketing team. Yay, more credits. And also, why is not the background, you know, animated? Because that is the, pretty much the beginning sequence. They could have had the spotlights animated in the background. Lazy. Thinking of Game Nerd's theme now. Why? Based on the novel The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. Oh, actually, that's a Leroux. Acknowledgements. We acknowledge that this is a game. Phantom team would like to thank the following individuals for their additional contributions. Robert Pomeroy, Lyric Theatre, Baltimore. Steve Goldstein, Morris Mechanic Theatre, Baltimore. I wonder if this was based in Baltimore. Oh well, it was still a fun stream regardless of the flaws. I mean, I still enjoyed the game. Despite its flaws, I still enjoyed the game. It was thanks to Sid Meier, of course. The one who the main programmer of the game was the protege of Sid Meier. I read that online when I looked up, except for Edgar Degas, who was a real painter, and who may or may not have been a lecherous old man. But you know, he did paint all those pictures of young ballerina. Oh, never mind. So they really didn't know exactly about the history of Degas, they just added him there as a joke. Yeah. And also closed captions for the hearing impaired. You know, as known as subtitles. Because that guy took us to the past to play a game that sucked ass. Yep, true. Thanks to all Kickstarter backers. It was a visually stunning display, enjoyable in that respect. You barely followed the plot though. There really wasn't that much of a plot. What was the point of adding him? He didn't really serve a purpose other than the comic relief. That's all. I think that's the reason why they added him. Not only because it is known that he painted all those ballerina pictures and all that, I think they just added him as a joke. That he is a lecherous man. Because he drew so many young ballerina pictures. I think it's just somebody decided to add that there because, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we had Edgar Degas here because he drew all those young ballerinas so he could be like a pedophile or something? Let's make him all creepy in the game as well. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. For the sound card impaired, it said. Sound card impaired. At least they had one good joke right at the end. Closed captions for the sound card impaired. So that was the return of the Phantom. The only disappointment for me from the game really was just the ending and the whole story in general. They could have made it so much better. But they just what we got was just okay. Nothing super suspenseful. You still like AVGN or you see change in his ways? I still like him. I still watch his episodes. I haven't noticed much of a change in his ways, other than that now he has 2 kids. So he hasn't really got the time to make AVGN episodes. And also he puts a lot more effort into the effects and such. Not to mention that he recently explained that he has a hard time of finding games that he wants to review and all that. So, but mostly it's just time that he doesn't have anymore because of family and all that. And besides, he has been doing AVGN for 10 years already. So, I mean, he's got a long career behind him, so I'm sure there are still, you know, strong fans of his, like me. I still watch his stuff. They're just fun to watch, that's all. It's always fun to see what game he's going to review and what stuff he's going to put in and what kind of jokes and such. It's entertainment, that's all it is, just entertainment. Well, that was a short live stream. He hasn't given up the character, just not as active. Well, like I said, he has family now, so that takes up time. Not enough time to do all recordings in one day or such. And he puts a lot more effort into the effects, so that takes them the most of time. Putting all the effects into the video and all that. That's why he has such a long time between episodes. Would you consider playing Jekyll and Hyde on the NES in the future as an AVGN tribute? No, I haven't tried the game out. It is bad. It is awful. No thank you. AVGN 10 years, Irate Gamer. Nobody talks about Irate Gamer. Nobody talks about him. Everybody knows what kind of piece of crap that guy is. If I watch Irate Gamer, I actually watch, there is a person on YouTube who has made videos where they nitpick all of the information that the Irate Gamer gives in the videos, and then they explain in text. It's just subtitles, but they explain what the Irate Gamer gets wrong every time. It's a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun to see how they dissect the videos, how Irate Gamer is always wrong, and also point out that somebody else did this kind of a joke already. Let's face it, Breakfast of the Opera is ruined. Everybody says that. That also became a meme out of Irate Gamer. Jeez. At least he brought something good into the world. Well, it's a good thing, Jace, that you have never seen him, if you're talking about Irate Gamer. Or if you're talking about AVGN. I mean, he's not for everybody, after all. Well, now that I played the game through, would you like to see the list of games that I have on my DOS box? Are you talking about Irate? Yeah. You should not watch him at all. I mean, he is not good at his... Well, he was not good at his job. I mean, he's not good at anything. All of the stuff that he does is just pure shit. He gets a lot of information wrong. Pretty much all the stuff that he even has made, like, a history of consoles or something. Those kind of documentary videos. And all the information that he has is just pretty much taken out from Wikipedia or some other places. And most of them are wrong. I mean, he is bad at anything he does. Something to say, on the classic Defender, they had the reverse button that was very unique for turning around. I couldn't figure out the controls, Jup. That was the problem, I just couldn't figure them out to turn around. So, the Defender video that I did is the way that I played it, and that is what you get. But anybody interested in seeing what kind of stuff I have here? I do have a lot of games on the DOS box. I could just show here just for fun. But if nobody cares, yeah. I mean, I can't think of anything else to do here right now, since I already played the game through. Handled that game pretty well. You barely got past level 3 as it was. I didn't even get to level 3, did I? I don't think so. At least I got to the high score right at the end. I was happy about it. Go ahead. Yes, please. Okay. Let's see. 3 Skulls of Toltecs. There's Alley Cat that I did a video about. That's Blackthorn. Then there's Commander Keen 1 to 5. And the 3 other games. Corn Cob 3D that Gabriel wants me to play. Curse of Enchantia. Don't remember what Cosmos is. There's Darkseid. Darkseid 2. Although Darkseid 2 might not work on DOSBox because it's more of a Windows game. Ecstatica 2, don't even know why I have that. Even more Incredible Machine. Gateway 2, which is one of the recent... There's the Ghostbusters 2 game for the DOS. Corn Cob, you played the hell out of that game back in the day. Now, Gabriel is the one who put it into the suggestion list, if I remember correctly. And then there's Gold Rush. Cosmos Cosmic Adventure? Might be. Yeah, might be Cosmos Cosmic Adventure, yes. You went and played Datastorm on the Amiga after the Defender video. Best clone of that game in your opinion. I wonder if I played Datastorm. Igor, another lesser known adventure, a comical one too. Yeah, I have that because it's in the suggestion list. I think you put it in there, Goblin. Maybe? No Hugo's House of Horror? I played Hugo's House of Horror and lost my temper with it because I didn't like them at all. Yeah, it was you. That's what I thought. Then there's Invatoxy, and then there's Incredible Machine 1 and 2, and Incredible Toons. Jagol is Jack the Lions. Then there's Jones in the Fast Lane. Lotta Simulator, LHX, the helicopter game, Lost Vikings. Then Maya might be the one game that we played at one point, which was on the Amiga. Can't remember the full name of it. Lotta Simulator is a very stupid Finnish driving game. Where it's like a Spy Hunter style game, and you just shoot the shit out of everything. Then there's good old Mind Bombers and NHL 95. Then it's One Must... I think that's the One Must Die 2097 or whatever that was, the fighting game that I did. A Lotta Simulator is a Finnish game. It's a Finnish stupid game. Old one. House of Horror is the only DOS adventure game you ever remember playing. You like to mess around and edit the image files of the rooms. Let's see, what else is there? Oretra, no idea. Paratime, don't remember. Phantom, we just played it. Ports, well, Ports of Call. Rally, that's Death Rally, if I remember correctly. Red Bar is Red Baron. Then there's Rocket Ranger, which is in the... Rocket Ranger is one of the suggested games. Surf City, Settlers. Sim Heal. Then there's Slick, which is an old old school driving game, if I remember, a racing game. Speaking of simulation, you just saw a preview for what must be the most casual sim you've ever heard of. A train simulator, Be the Conductor. Yeah, there's a lot of simulators like that. You never played Hugo's House of Horrors 3? It's based in the jungle. I know that it's based on the jungle, but I don't want to play it. After the experience with everything else. Rugged Ranger, another awesome game. Not sure if the Amiga version is better or the PC. Well, I have the PC version, so I might try it out. The Amiga version is far superior. So I'll do have the Amiga version, maybe. I try it out. Let's see. Sticks World. I made a Let's Play out of that a long time ago. Stunt Island. Stunt is a great game. Theme Park. Time Paradox, maybe. Time Par. I don't know what Time Par is. TRTYCDX, I think that's Train Tycoon Deluxe. I think so. And then there's Universe. Nobody cares about that. What's Sim Heal again? That's like Sim Earth and Sim Life, but it's hospital based. You just operate a hospital in it, like a theme hospital, kind of. Different, but still the same theme, that you run a hospital in it. So Sim Health, yes, Sim Health, not Heal, Sim Health. I mean, this is old school DOS. You have to keep at least I think it's 8 letters. If it's more, then you get the squiggly and 1. You get this at the end. If it's too long of a name for the folder. So I have to shorten them into 7 or 8 letters. That's why they're so weird. Now that I think about it. 9:30 and somebody has their washing machine on. Okay, whatever. You remember really wanting to play Stunt Island and then being disappointed when you finally got it. I actually did the Stunt Island on a live stream because it was suggested to me. Probably played 4 scenarios in it before it got too difficult for me. But I saw a game here that I might actually play here just for fun. I mean, just playing that other game for 1 hour, we still have a lot of time. I'm not finishing now. What was it that I wanted to try? You'll do laundry at midnight. Yeah, that's a good time. Yeah. 3 Skulls of Toltecs. You were going to add that to the list. I've always wanted to try that. I have never played that game before. And I'm always up for playing playing adventure games that I've never played before. So maybe we'll play that at some point. Is that against the rules of your apartment building? Not really. It's a quiet time starts in this area around 10 o'clock. So that is getting really close. But I can hear it just... you know, you hear the sound when it goes into the cycle mode. The spinning cycle. Are pets allowed in your building? Yes. There are a couple of families here that have dogs. Should you add that game to the list as a reminder? Will you remember? I'll remember. Because I want to try it on my own, so I will remember. Now I don't remember which freaking game I wanted to play here for fun. Let me see. Tim. Oh. Sierra. Okay. I'm so glad that I decided to use the freaking PC speaker sounds. Speaking of game lists, are you going to continue your Quest for Glory playthrough someday? Yes, I will. I will play 4 at some point. I just haven't decided when yet. So let's quit. I actually like Incredible Machine 2 a lot better. CD Ink Mac 2. Can we install it so that we can change the sound card? Accept these choices as save configuration, but they're... fine. I just hope it plays in, you know, Sound Blaster mode. This is one of the Sierra games you've never played. I have played the shit out of The Incredible Machine 1 and 2. Especially 2. It's such a fun game. The first several puzzles are insultingly simple, though. But they're tutorials. That's why. I've heard that so many times.
Sierra.
I've heard that tune so many times that it's burned into my memory. The music.
You know, we could sure use a little light in here.
Yes, we could. And yes, there is voice acting in this. 1994.
Ah, that's much better. Hi, I'm Professor Tim. Welcome to the Incredible Machine 2.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna turn it down because I noticed that the game is really loud. Granted, your laundromat is very rural and has no tenants to bother. Nice to be a 24-hour place with great prices. Well, it's different here. These are all apartments and we have our own washing machines.
Load! Ow! Get me in the game.
The music is great and all, but would like to play the game as well. Any day now. Of course, we're spitting few. Name does not match any of your list. Are you a new user? Yes. Okay, Goblin. I'll see you tomorrow then. You take care of yourselves too. So we can build or edit our own puzzles, so we can play 2-player game with a friend. Learn how to use controls and parts. Keep track of your progress. Build a puzzle with Professor Tim. By Gobvelin, Gobely. You can play against a cat. Well, you could. Let's put on the ambient animation and scenery parts. Play puzzles in order or load a new one. Well, since we are a new user, we'll be playing them in order. So, knock the 8 ball off the screen. This is pretty much a tutorial to show you how the balls work, so... This is the one we use for this. Now just put it there. So let me turn down also... It's really loud, so let me turn it down so I don't need to shout into your ears constantly. Because I can't hear myself talk. Doink. Phew. Every time. But can you see why this game is so much fun? It's puzzles. I love puzzles. Put both bowling balls, walls and inclines. Put both the bowling balls into the large column box in the center. So we pretty much have to copycat this side. And there's so many materials that you can use. Actually, I don't want an incline there. Now let's use this one. Let's make it all fancy. There we go. That should do it. Oh, right. Actually, that slows the things down because it's grass and such. So let's keep it going faster. Use that, then we use a brick one. Then a wooden one. Well, a blank. But then we could use a real wood, but that's good enough. Let's just start and go. Whee! Phew! Phew! I think I've done a live stream of this game once before. Like a long time ago I played this. Wasn't there a similar game by Dynamics, but published by Sierra with a cat and a mouse as characters in the game? I don't know. It might be Incredible Toons, which is pretty much a sequel to these games. I mean, it's the same principle of games, but it's just cartoon characters. I have that as well. Okay, it's going the wrong way. So I'm gonna put it there. There we go. Boink, boink, boink. You son of a... Can I get that back? Thank you. It was going too fast. Now stay in there. Thanks. Phew. Yeah, I played this on a live stream before, a long time ago. I don't even remember when I played this. Alright, so we need these pulleys and others. Put the 3 bowling balls into the wicker basket. Also, I really do like the tunes in this game as well. Phew! Phew? There we go. Phew. There it is. When you hear that phew, you know it's good. Switches and plugs. Start both of the electric mixers. And there's gonna be like 20 levels of tutorial because there's so many things you need to learn before you can really get into the game. You heard me, like 20 levels, and we're at the level 5. That's how complicated this game is. That's how much stuff there is. It's amazing. Start both of the electric mixers. Well, pretty much the only thing we need to do is just blamp. And blamp. And that will fall onto the switch as turn them on, and that's all it is. Phew! Put both bowling balls between the logs with motors and generators. Alright. Oops. That should do it. Clonk. Phew! Alright, puzzle 7, lights and solar panels. Turn on all of the lights. There was a remake of these, well, not a remake, but a spiritual successor a couple of years ago, Contraption Maker, that I played a bit myself. It was a lot of fun, because it is exactly like these games. Alright, I need to put you onto this. But where do I use you? Of course there, because I need to turn you on, that's all. Wonder if it'd go a bit smoother if you gave it some more frames, was it? Or is it a pain to change on the fly? No, I have upped the cycles on it. I mean, it started at 3,000 cycles, but I upped it to 6,000 and it already was a lot smoother. You can do it, basketball. There you go. Phew. Phew. But now it's at the 9,400 cycles, so now it's working a lot better. Fire, fire, fire! Light both candles, both lamps, both flint rocks, and the match on a spring. This song especially reminds me of Theme Hospital. That's the one. How did the soccer ball not hit the freaking flint? There you go. I was wondering why it didn't end. Then I noticed that the soccer ball didn't hit the freaking flint. Explosives, blow up both the remote bombs. You got it. Boom, boom, boom. Launch all the rockets, missiles, and fireworks. So we need to put you here. Turn you around. We need to put you here. Turn you around. We need to put you... You here, you over here, and to make sure you also turn on over here. Oh, right. It's not supposed to go up there to prevent them from moving. It's actually under this one, so it stays here. Nope. That won't work. Need to put you up here. I think the idea of a flashlight and a magnifying glass being able to start a fire could be myth-busted. Not really, because if you have a good enough light source and you put it into a magnifying glass and you pinpoint the light source with the magnifying glass, it can start a fire, even with a flashlight. But it also depends on the flashlight. Yes, if it is a really strong flashlight, it can start a fire. You think in general a flashlight doesn't have enough oomph behind it? Well, like Gabriel said, depends on the flashlight. The higher the illumination from the flashlight, the better chance of causing a fire with a magnifying glass. Why are you not burning this? There we go. Whee! Then again, even a powerful flashlight might not create enough infrared and ultraviolet light to start a fire. Well, like you said, it depends on the flashlight. But it might be possible. Cannons! Fire all of the cannons. Alright. This music reminds me of Earthbound. It's pretty much like the music in the start of Earthbound when you're making your characters and everything. Ever watched those show-off videos of the brightest flashlights? Nope. If it works, that would be a nice disaster survival technique when the matches are missing. Yep.
Kaboom!
Phew. Fan, pinwheel,
Bike pump.
put a bowling ball into each steel cage. Alright. This should do it. And
You stay in there.
good boy. Oh, the happy face. I like these balloons. Pop the happy face balloon, but none of the others. So yeah, this one we need to, the smiley face, we need to pop. But none of the others. And this should do it. Nope. This will do it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Blimps. Pop all of the blimps. Alright. Don't exactly remember how to do this. And we also light up the candle. Because they burn. And if they hit something that can be put on fire, they will be put on fire. Hot air balloons. Launch all of the hot air balloons. I do like the little detail in the graphics when you have the hedge cutters. And you can see that the rope is going on top of both of the blades, but when you have it in the perfect position, the other side of the scissor actually goes over the rope. So you can see that it's going between the blades now. According to the Action Lab, a physics experimenter on YouTube, thermodynamically, you cannot magnify a light beam to be brighter than its source, no matter what method you use. This even means that there is no method of magnification that could magnify the sunlight to be hotter than or brighter than the surface of the sun. Well, it's science. So it makes sense then. Whee! Launch all of the there balloons. No, wait. Anti-gravity pad. Put one balloon into each yellow brick box. That's easy. You just do this. Because those are anti-gravity pads, so they pull them down. Like so. The lighter the thing is, it pulls it down, but if it's a heavy item, it pushes them up. Put all of the pinballs into a cage. Things that bounce. So now we got the, this is the Jack-in-a-Box. Once it flips, it will throw the pinball away. So if you condense a flashlight beam with a magnifying glass, I presume that the spot can never be much warmer than the bulb gets. Yeah, that's pretty much what they are saying. That it is impossible to burn anything with a flashlight and a magnifying glass. Because the light on the warmth of the flashlight's bulb is not warm enough to start a fire. Boxing glove. Get both balloons off the screen. You got it. Unless the bulb gets hot enough to set Pepper on fire, you couldn't start a fire. Obviously, a flashlight is designed to never get that hot, yep. But can you do it with a lighter? You know, or a Zippo or something. You have to set paper, not pepper. Electric mixer, can opener. Turn on both electric mixers and open both cans. You got it. There, that was hard. Make toast in each of the toasters. Would you like it not really done at all? Well done? Extra crispy? How do we want our toast today? Do we go random? The one person who says it first, they make that kind of toast. Probably not, because most of the flame's firepower is heat, not visible light. Hard to magnify that sort of radiation with a pocket lens. True. Alright. You are right. Black toast, just to see if they accept it. Of course they accept it. There. I mean, it is a choice. Puzzle 21, large pipes. Put one bowling ball into each steel cage. And there were a lot more of these tutorial levels than I remembered. Perfect. Perfect. Were there 25 of these freaking tutorial puzzles? It even says there, tutorial puzzles. Egg timer, get all of the pinballs off the screen. Maybe there were 30 of them. Man. Also, with these you can program them as well as how long do you want them to go. Let's see if this works. Yep, definitely Doc Brown's casual time game right here. Tutorial puzzles, puzzle number 23, message machine. Turn on all the computers to read the message. This is another tune that reminds me of Earthbound. You win! Pool balls, walls, cues. Put the 8 ball into the bottom right corner pocket. Oh, sorry, 6 ball, not an 8 ball. Got it. They had Johnny Castaway as screensavers on those computers. Nice touch, Sierra. Coffee pot. Blow both hot air balloons off the screen. Whee! And now lasers. Turn on all of the lasers. There. Turn it into a rave. Start the electric mixer. The laser activated plugs. So this one we have to aim there, and we have to program it to be green. And then this will shoot that away. Approximately there. Perfect. No, it's not perfect. This is just too low. There we go. Open all of the cans with the laser mixers. Missed. College was never a short endeavor. There we go. Start the electric mixer with the laser mirrors. So let's see where we need to put this mirror at. On the blue. There, perfect. A laser detector. Turn on the green light in each of the laser detectors. Alright. Perfect. Puzzle 31 of tutorial puzzles. Translation and rotation. Put the pinballs into the aquariums. The tutorial level is so long. It's like, when can we get into the game itself? I mean, have some fun with it. Come on. Enjoy what you have. Oh, I didn't want to take it away. I wanted to turn it around. Phew! Put the 2 beach buckets up inside the yellow bricks. Oh yeah, these paint cans, or whatever you want to call them, they actually are leaking. You can program them on how fast they leak out. No leakage at all, or a lot of leakage? We don't want any leakage because we want that... Or maybe we do want some leakage. That was not enough. What? Is the rope the problem here? There, we won the race. I think the problem is the freaking rope. There we go, that's what I want. That's what I want. There we go. There it is. Now it's inside there.
Phew.
That's it. Yeah, it was raising the bucket a bit. Snips and trimmers. Put 1 bucket into each basket. All right. Oh yeah, this is also something new because these are wires, so they're made out of steel. And you need these steel cutters to cut these lines. These normal hedge cutters won't cut it. So what do we have next? Ah, the kitty cats. Cats and aquariums. Put all 5 cats between the pipes. The cats will go after the fish if they see them, or mice. So what we need to do here is break these aquariums. Oh, cute kitty cats. Mice and cheese. Get all of the mice to a piece of cheese. They will have the time of their lives with all of these cheese. Then again, who doesn't love a good cheese? Mouse hole. Get a mouse into each mouse hole. Alright. There. That was easy. Mandrill motor. Put a bowling ball inside each crate.
Almost too fast.
You solve the puzzle. Ah, Mill Schlimming. Get one Schlimming into each house. Don't remember what programming we can do with them. Oh, it's either staying still, walking, or running. And that one doesn't even want to go into a house. Okay. We'll be able to assemble our own game of Mousetrap by the end of this. Yeah, you can actually do that. Cats will literally eat mice in this game. If a cat touches a mouse, the mouse will disappear from the playfield. Yep. There are some puzzles where you actually have to solve and save the mouse from lots of cats. I think they might even eat Mel Schlimming. Yes, they do. You have to, in some puzzles, you have to save a Schlimming from a lot of cats. Some of the puzzles later on get really difficult. Edison alligator. Put the pinball into the aquarium. Those alligators also eat things. They're assholes that way. Oh, that's the one I needed. The scenery. Scenery, no. Main menu. Are you sure you want to return to the main menu? No. See? Both the mouse and the Schlimming got eaten, but we got the pinball into the aquarium thanks to the alligator. Vacuum up both mice. Alright. It was almost vacuuming up the cheese as well. Good work! You just solved all the tutorial puzzles. Are you ready for the next batch of brain teasers? Good luck! Phew! Phew! And now we're at the easy puzzles. Under the sea, dip-a-dee, under the sea, dip-a-dip-doo. So it was up here that I needed this. Oh, how I hate this when he gets stuck on something. Whee! Whee! Easy puzzles, they say. Easy puzzles, they say. So how do we do this? I don't... Easy puzzles, they say. God damn. Houston, we have a problem. What if you continue the current and pipe it with the straight pipe? How would that help us? I mean, this is as long as we can get the pipe to go. Oh. Never mind. I'm just being dumb. Never mind. Jace is right. I'm the dumb. That should do it. There.
Phew.
So that was the first puzzle solved. Now for the rest. New music too. Yellow brick path. Get Newton Mouse, this cutie over here, into his hole. No, it doesn't. Whee! Damn. Whee! Houston, we have a problem. Easy puzzles. Maybe I'm overthinking this and might be simpler than we expect. See, that's a problem. When he catches the cheese, that's a problem. Damn it! Ah, right. Still need one more cheese. Yay! I did it! Space hoops. Put the basketball into the basket. So sprachen Zarathustra, apparently. Okay. There's another one that is overused in science fiction movies. Damn it! Almost at it. And it came back. If it would just stop bouncing around so much. But then again, it is a basketball. Not sure if those will stop it. Yep. Haha. That song was removed from later versions of the game, by the way. At least it wasn't on the two Final Wins in 95 versions which you played. Copyright complaint, you'd imagine. I wonder why. I mean, it's a classical piece. There shouldn't be any copyright on that. Bumper roll. Get the tennis ball into the aquarium. Why do most of these tunes remind me of Earthbound? I mean, Earthbound has lots of similar kinds of tunes. So we need to get the tennis ball, this one, that's a baseball, this is a tennis ball, into the aquarium. Alright. Not sure if this works. Damn. Okay, take care, Jump. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes.
Phew.
Got it. Midnight Blast. Fire the cannon. All right. there. A little too much oomph. And boom! I think the version you had also said the level titles out loud. Hey there, Night Wolf. Bill's Aquarium. Break Bill's Aquarium. Okay, let's break it.
Excuse me.
How's it going? It's just fine. Just figuring out the puzzles here. Just for fun. We gotta figure out how to... Actually, what am I thinking about? All I gotta do is this. And that'll do it. Or not. Gotta get it to nudge it over there. And that'll punch it. Now will it work? That did it.
Phew.
Poor goldfish. But them's the rules. Pop both of the balloons in the cage for the cage balloons. This one is so freaking hard. Took me forever the first time when I did this. I could never figure out what I was supposed to do in this one.
Phew.
Airtime. Put all of the blimps in the hangar on the right. They all need to be there at the same time. First of all, we make a wall over here. And we make a wall over here. Oops, one down. And then we make sure that they don't go down either, so a wall over there. Time it just right that they turn around at the same time as the others. Gotta be really precise with these ones. That was a bit too much. Yeah, so what if we put them like over here? I'd always do that, Gabriel. I always do that. Like you said, I'm overthinking it. Yep, I just figured it out. All I need is just these pieces in the right position. Like so. Is that perfect? A little bit to the, one more step to the right. That should do it. Look at that. Just perfection. Flying with style. Yeah.
Phew.
Pulley popper. Pop the silver balloon. Okay, so we need to cut that. We need to get something there to cut that. And that is this one. But we need to pull it somehow. And that over there. This could work. But this level does trick you into teaching yourself how bumpers work. Yep. Oh, come on. Just pull it away from there. Why? I'm so close. Maybe if I program you this way, you get heavier on the other side. You're useless over there. No, that would never work. Oh, brother. Why do you not work? What am I doing wrong here? That sorta did it. You always hit the freaking bucket. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'd appreciate a new brain. That's what I would appreciate. What am I doing wrong here? Seriously. This should be so obvious. I just don't get it. I am not smart enough for this puzzle. Maybe that will work. Oh, it did it. Okay. By chance, I did it. Separation. Put the baseball into the aquarium and the paintball in the cage. Well, that's one way. Yeah. Let's figure out where the balls go first. There. Got it. Next we have Beach Blast. Shoot off all the fireworks. Oh no, I remember this one. I am not going to do well here. Or maybe I can do really well here, if this works. Talk about your slowdown. Yay! The dream. Put the balls into the boxes. The green ball goes into the aquarium, the blue ball into the crate, the yellow one in the basket, and the red one in the cardboard box. So, where they go is just to the left of them. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Test out the initial plan. Well, that didn't work. Not enough power. Oh, come on, Yellow. You're right there. Get in the box. Why is the yellow so stubborn here? And now you're just gonna fly off. Why do you keep doing that? Why are you the dumbest one? Just get into the freaking basket. There you go. Jeez.
Phew.
That was a lot harder than it was intended. Late for the World Cup. Put the soccer ball into the basket. I think I'm gonna do that later. I'm getting tired. My brain is just too mushy. Sure you want to return to the main menu? Yes. I'm sure it keeps because I should have turned the backgrounds on as well. Forgot about that. Well, anyway, let's just stop here. Are you sure you want to get? Yes. So I'm done for today. Oh, that was just a lot of fun just to play that game again. Oh. Well, thank you everybody for joining the live stream. Hopefully you had a good time. And tomorrow, well, we'll see what I will play. No idea. It'll be something. That's for sure. Just don't know what it's going to be. So we'll just tune in tomorrow to find out what it will be. But until then, you guys take care of yourselves. And remember, don't wear out your thumbs. That was some real fancy thumb work there. It's magic. Cool game though. Yeah, I really like Incredible. I've always enjoyed the Incredible Machine, especially 2. And also the contraption maker that is on, I think it's on Steam and probably on GOG. It's like they made it like 3 years ago. It is the same thing as the Incredible Machine. But you can... It pretty much just the same thing. That's what it is. Newer graphics and such. I don't know who made it, but it's like a spiritual successor to that. To the same game. And I like it a lot. I even did a live stream of that like 3 years ago. Just about the time when it came out, I made a stream out of it. Because it's a lot of fun. Because it's pretty much the same game. That's why I like it so much. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Gabriel, you got anything? You usually have your own, remember? I think he's writing one right now. And remember, the Phantom of the Opera for something better than the horrible adventure game. It wasn't that horrible of an adventure game, but the story was just underwhelming. Otherwise, it was just a fine adventure game. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!